Hey Kelsey, I am going to teach you how to edit a recording, an Adobe Connect recording. So you'll learn how to edit the Habitudes recording so you can send that to Michelle after that discussion. Okay, so first, once you go to, it's webmeetings.lifechurch.tv. So you'll go there. You see mine automatically puts in the credentials, but it's Ginger Bogaski at lifechurch.tv and then Batista 2. And then you'll click login. And you can just click OK to get rid of that message. Okay, from here you'll click on meetings like you did yesterday. And then you'll scroll down and you'll find the meeting room for the recording you'd like to edit. So I'm going to show you from the StrengthsFinder session about connectedness. I'm going to show you how to edit, but you will be using, for the Habitudes discussion, you'll be using this Learning Team room. But they'll look the same. So I'll click on StrengthsFinder, and then all the way over here is recordings, and I want to click on that. And you'll see it'll have a list of all the recordings. So when you do Habitudes, it'll be at the very top because it'll be the last one that was recorded. And it'll have your Habitudes July 2014 session. Okay, so from here, you will click on that, and then you'll go to Actions. And to start off, you can click Edit Information. If you want to edit anything in the title, say you didn't have time to actually type it in completely how you want it, that's totally fine. You can just edit it here, and then you'll click Save. Then you'll also be in this window to edit the recording. So you'll click Edit Recording, and it's super easy. Okay. So once it's loaded, it'll start playing right off the bat. I'll give you an overview of what the buttons are first. So here, your play and pause button, and then over here, this is our icon is how you'll cut or delete things from the recording. And don't worry if you do anything wrong or you accidentally delete the whole thing, you can just undo it. Or if you just want to start fresh, if you've made a lot of edits and you just decided it'd be easier just to start over, then you can click Revert to Original, and it'll take you all the way back to whatever the original copy was. And then lastly is this Save button. Once you have everything done, all the edits that you need made, everything cut, then you'll click Save, and it'll completely save it over in your recordings window. So, one more thing. And then these little controllers, this is the playhead. So it just, like any video, it just tracks where the video is at that you're playing in the background. And then these are your edit controllers, is what I call them. And so you'll see that as I move this right triangle, it'll show up red here. So this red part is, if I selected cut, it'll delete any part of this that's red. So that's how you'll cut out. You can cut out anywhere. I mean, you can cut out random sections in the middle, whatever. Usually, for us, we just need to cut out parts of the beginning and parts of the end. So we'll start with that now. So I'm going to drag these back to the beginning here. And then just to get a good feel of where we need to cut, I'm just going to start playing. I know that we had some extra stuff in there yesterday, so I'll start playing at 45 seconds. You might not need to play that far in advance, depending on when you start the recording. Sounds like there's a bunch of silence, so I'll just go ahead and skip around.
Ready? You ready on the call, Justin? I hear it. Good thing, ready. That's good. A lot of these strength sessions we're We're doing one for each of the 34 StrengthsFinder themes and talents. So, welcome. Going to talk about connectedness today. A couple of expectations for you if you're on this live session is
So I could cut at the very
the chat
beginning when
to
Ginger starts saying
facilitators and
welcome,
myself. If you have any
but
questions throughout, or if you have any
I am
comments you
going
want
to
to make,
wait
we'll be asking you questions and
and see when
asking
she
you to
starts
answer them.
talking to
So
the
please be
recorded
active in the chat
participants.
and
She'll
do that. So
refer
the
to
first
them
question we
rather
have
than
for
the
you, if
live
you haven't
participants.
answered already, is let us know if you have
So
the
we'll just wait
connectedness
for that
talent or
part
if
and
you're here
cut
to learn
there.
about others who have the connectedness talent. So we're very happy you're here. I want to just welcome the live participants, but also welcome anyone if you are watching this in the recorded version.
So there you go.
That you're joining
Okay,
us to learn.
so we know it's near here. I usually watch the time right here. I know there's, as you come along here, you can see the time right above the cursor. But that's not always exact because you don't have your cursor right where the playhead's at. So I just watch the time over here. So we'll play back a little bit, starting at like 2:35, 2:30, whatever, 2:31, and see where we need to cut.
If you have the connectedness talent, or if you're here to learn about others who have the connectedness talent. So we're very happy you're here. I want to just welcome the live participants, but also
so at like 2:39, it looks like. Okay. So I'll make sure this one's dragged all the way to the left, and then I'm clicking on this triangle here, and I'm holding down the clicker and then moving the triangle. And so we'll go to 2:38, I think we said. And you'll notice that above the triangle, it will show you what time that it is at. I try to line the cursor up with the left side of the triangle. So if you follow that black box above with the time, it'll tell you exactly where you need to be. You'll notice that it doesn't exactly go by seconds or every second. It skips 2 seconds or 4 seconds. So it won't be the most pristine cut and edit, but as long as you get what you need in there, then it's totally fine. We know that it won't be the best. So I'm going to find 2:38. Oh, looks like it's right in between there, so I'll do 2:37. Yeah. And then I'll come over here and click cut. And then I always listen to it to make sure that it starts where I want it to start, because I can always go back and make other edits. So I'll click play.
Very happy you're here. I want to just welcome the live participants, but also welcome anyone if you...
And I think we could stand to cut off a couple more seconds. So let's try 39.
Just welcome the live participants, but also welcome anyone if you are...
And that sounds good to me.
This in the recorded version.
So we're good there, and then I'm going to drag the edit cursors all the way to the end and drag our playhead to the end here and just start playing it so we can see where we need to cut it out.
Everything, just to be more of who God created you to be. So thanks so much for being on the call with us today, and we hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.
So it looks like at 32:10 would be a good time to cut it. So I'm going to drag this until the black box shows 32:10, which it probably won't. So we'll just do 32:11. And then I'll cut it, drag the playhead back a bit before 32:10 to make sure.
Everything, just to be more of who God created you to be. So thanks so much for being on the call with us today, and we hope you have a great rest.
And that looks good. So I don't need to undo anything. I don't need to revert to original. I've already cut everything. So I'm just going to go here and click save. This will take a minute or so to do. So once it's done saving it, it'll pull the new edited version back up, and you'll see the time is different here. It's cut down. So you can check the beginning and the end, make sure it sounds good. Sounds like a good start to me. And drag it to the end here.
Thanks so much for being on the call with us today, and you have a great rest of your week. Bye.
And that's it. So that sounds good. So I can just exit out of here, and that'll take me back to this other window. So we've edited the recording, we've changed the name to what we wanted it to be. This is the URL that Michelle will need to send out to the participants. And so I'm going to highlight that here. We're going to copy this link, and so we can send it to Michelle. And then we'll come back here. There's one more thing we need to do. We'll click on recordings. And this will take us back to the list of recordings, of all the recordings in this meeting room. And so you see here that all of these are public, and this one's private that you just recorded the day before. So we'll need to make this public as well, otherwise participants won't be able to view it. We want everyone to have access to it, the access type. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to select the one that we'd like to change, and we're going to click access type. And then we're going to change it to public. We don't need to set a passcode. And then click save. And now it looks like the other ones. So I've already copied the URL, so I'm ready to send that to Michelle. If you forgot to do that, you can come back, click on the recording, go here, copy it, and then you'll just open your email and send it to Michelle. I usually check, sorry, one more thing. I usually check to make sure that it's the correct recording and it works, because I'm anal, and you know that.
The live participants, but also welcome anyone if you are watching this in the recorded version.
And that looks good. So we'll just send that to Michelle, and then you are good to go. Thanks for doing this, Kelsey. Bye.